Good morning, EG Land. Joe Palbo here. The only man on YouTube with the face for radio, no voice for print. Coming with a short live one. I want to wish you all a happy Thanksgiving. I hope you're with family and friends. I'm taking a short break while things percolate upstairs. I wanted to weigh in a little bit on the latest D&D fiasco, the sensitivity reading from our pals at WotC, and remind them that I'm not buying their products. I don't care about their products. I don't care about D&D or any iteration of D&D. And sort of make a little video response to some of the stuff that's been going on. If there's much better videos on the subject from Mr. Welch and Tenkar, of course, broke down like every single bit of it. It saddens me because I think that a lot of the game companies now have just decided to go this route. And hey, I put the link to the chat in the description for anybody that wants to join in this morning. Pretty much anything goes. I want to keep it kind of short, but I do want anyone that wants to weigh in to talk a little bit about the D&D thing again, and how I'm responding to it as a gamer. Again, it saddens me that there is no that it's all going that way, right? It's going to be on the wrong side of history. If I'm sorry, I'm adding put water to the wet palate. I'm going to end up on the wrong side of history if I don't bend the knee to this crowd. I do think that the effect is going to be backwards, and they're going to end up losing more money on the deal, and with that, drive role-playing games further into obscurity, having the exact effect of what they want. To that end, Total Party Skills did a video on Hungar. Hungar, get your ass in here. I put the link in the description. It's right there. Click on the link. Get your ass in the StreamYard. Just for a little one, just a short one while Thanksgiving is going on, while dinner's cooking. So yeah, our old pal King Wasp and our Total Party Skills did a video that he didn't even mention this latest fiasco.
Because it's Yubo, I will hop in here today on this.
Hungar, you're the best.
Most wonderful of Thanksgivings at my parents' house.
Oh, that's nice. I'm actually going to my brother-in-law's this afternoon, but I only can stay for a minute because I am working tonight.
I've got a brother. I got a lot of family who live up here close to my parents. And I talked to one of my younger brothers this morning, like 10 minutes
ago. Wait, there's more of you?
Yeah. We got a bunch of, me and James has a bunch of siblings.
That's awesome. There's a whole clan of you.
We got a redheaded
game?
We've got a redheaded stepbrother.
That's great. You can't beat that.
And he actually asked if I can come over today. He's like, dinner starts at 2. Like, I don't know when I'll be there, but I will stop by today.
And then you beat him with a stick for Thanksgiving because he's the redheaded stepbrother?
He's my favorite stepbrother.
No, like I said, I'm going to try to duck into my in-laws for a minute, and then I've got to be at work both tonight and tomorrow night because hospitals have this thing where they don't close for the holidays.
Yeah, they're kind of needed year round, aren't they?
So and that's fine. It's my turn, I guess. I wasn't supposed to work on Black Friday too, but our scheduler is a real piece of garbage. She doesn't care about. She just cares that the unit's staffed, right? She just wants everything to be staffed. So that's.
Did you tell her you're trying to get you a big screen TV?
Yeah, no, exactly.
Like Black Friday, What, you want me to work out Mooly Monday?
Yeah, well, I will be working on Monday actually, and on Sunday. I'll have one whole day off. I'll be off on Saturday, which will be just a day to sleep and catch up, and then back in the hole. But I wanted, I don't know if you saw this latest thing with Wizards of the Coast, where they put out a style guide telling people what words we're telling their writers what words they can use because everything has got a racist connotation now. They
Well,
can't use the word savage because the word savage is racist.
I saw on Double D yesterday.
Yeah, I saw
The
you on the
part
stream.
that I was able to stay awake for, I fell asleep during the middle of a show.
So,
But yeah, but it it really doesn't affect me at all because, like you just said a few seconds ago, I don't plan on buying anything from Wizards of the Coast.
no, but what saddens me is that it's hard to find new games that are still. I mean, games that are actually in print. The problem I have with Wizards of the Coast is when people want to get into RPGs, they go down to their local. Usually, it's like a big game store, like one that caters to board games, or they go to a store like Barnes and Noble or Target, and they got to buy what's on the shelf.
Yeah,
And the smaller games, the more niche games, the real RPG games, they're not on the shelf, right?
I find though that nowadays it's more of like a word of mouth than, yeah, D&D's got their advertisement out, but they're I think a lot of people who are going to play D&D, who are going to get into D&D nowadays, are going to do it virtually.
And that's what actually that's what Wizards wants.
Yeah, and then a lot of people
control the narrative by making all their products available online, and then they can just edit them at will.
Yeah, they've already done that. Somebody, I think Double D was saying yesterday that they've already started changing the language in the D&D Beyond books. Right. But I find that I feel that a lot of people that are playing who are going to get into the game, some of them are going to get in through their niche, through friends and stuff like that who've actually been into the hobby for a while.
Right.
And they might be, yeah, I know you've heard of D&D. This is like D&D.
That's what I'm hoping. I'm just not that optimistic, right?
I mean, I still say, yeah, when we're playing Warhammer, I'm like, yeah, we're playing D&D tonight.
Absolutely. Yeah. Because it's Kleenex, right?
Yeah. It's a Band-Aid.
A Band-Aid, yeah. It's a brand name that's entered the zeitgeist in such a way that it's become the word that we use. And what I did in protest, I know that Palladium did their Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Kickstarter, but what a lot of people don't know is that every Christmas they also do a grab bag.
Yeah.
And for $50, Kevin Symbiota, his own self, just stuffs a box full of stuff for you.
Yeah, no, I talked to Sean about it, and he's like, when I do my grab bag, because I'm doing a grab bag this year, he's like, when I do my grab bag, to make sure to put on it that I talked to Sean on Max's show, let him know that this is Hungar, and I'm interested in the fantasy stuff.
And that's exactly what I did. I said, hey, look, I saw you guys on Legion of Myth. Hey, stuff me a box full of sci-fi stuff. It's exactly the same thing, except I said I wanted sci-fi and you wanted fantasy, and I said include at least one core book because I want to try a new game. Hey, give me one core book and whatever else. Yeah, please autograph it. No T-shirt, thanks. But and I mentioned Legion of Myth because I want to give a shout out to people that support the hobby. And
I talked to Sean for a good while on the Veterans Day stream. And I learned a lot about the Palladium Fantasy, and he told me which books that I should look into. So he said that if I do a grab bag, just make sure to let him know it's Hungar from the Veterans Day stream.
Right.
So yeah.
And I'm hoping that things like that again. The great thing about those guys, they've been doing their own thing for 30 years. They don't care about politics. Yeah, they just want to make weird some gonzo books and just put it out there.
I don't think that we have any issue of them jumping on the woke bandwagon anytime soon.
No, and with any luck, I mean, I think that the companies that do this, whether it's Disney or whether it's Wizards of the Coast, they know they're losing money and they just don't care. Hopefully,
Now,
they'll run out of enough money that things will start to make a difference.
now we talked about you on Friday on my show.
Oh, you did. I'm sorry. I was working or I was sleeping. I was
Somebody Shadow brought
recovering.
up the fact that somebody did a reaction to your video.
Yeah, Rick at 20 millimeter RPG, he did a live stream reaction because I was talking about role playing and I was talking about being an active game master because, pardon me, being a reactive game master. Too many game masters, DMs, they want to drive the game. They want to push, push, push. And I was saying that when I DM, I don't want to drive the game. I want the players to drive the game.
Yeah.
If the players drive the game, then I react to the players driving the game. And to make a very player-centered role-playing game session, I think too many game masters have too much ego. And so they want to be the one that decide. And so I just put out this little, 15-minute nothing video on it, like my off the cuff, extemporaneous. We're just gonna go live and see what happens. And Rick at 20 millimeter decided to do a reaction video.
Yeah,
And,
when I the first game that I really DM'd, I tried to railroad the hell out of it.
sure.
I really did. I barely let the guys roll dice. I just told them what they were doing and stuff. And I didn't DM, I told a story.
Right.
And now I'm like, okay, here's what you can do. You tell me what you're going to do.
Right.
So I'm more of, reaction DM now, or try to be.
I think that's the natural evolution. You know, it's the whole, and again, it's also the whole Mother May, I think. And I was reading one of my rule books. I was reading a book the other day about DMing. It had a blurb on like perception checks. A squirrel.
We got Squirrel and we got
I don't know you. Thanks for coming to the stream. If anybody wants to jump in, the link to the link is in the description. And we're just talking a little bit about everything. We can't stay super long, but I wanted to weigh in this morning on the latest Wizards of the Coast fiasco. And Hungar decided that that's okay because we're not buying their stuff anyway.
Yeah,
but I think whether we buy their stuff or not, it does have an overarching. It's kind of a rippling effect in the RPG world, right?
Monday we talked about you and Squirrel.
Squirrel's good people. If mentioning me in the same breath, Squirrel might be an insult to Squirrel because that guy's the best.
We are doing a campaign to get you guys more subs.
Oh,
this coming year.
I think that if the problem is, Hunger, if I get more subs, I got to increase the quality of my videos.
No, quality of videos. I've got over 1,000 subs, and you see the quality of my videos.
Yeah, but I see the overall quality of Hungar, and everybody loves Hungar.
Everybody loves Bo.
No. There's some folks. I've got some haters.
Oh, well, if you ain't got any haters, you're doing something wrong.
Yeah. Mostly they hang out on Hello Kitty's Adventure Island, but
yeah, that's true. Abstinence isn't enough. That's why, Percy, as gamers, and happy Thanksgiving to you too. As gamers, it's our job when we talk about the game, when we talk about or introduce somebody into role-playing games, we have to take it upon ourselves to talk about the smaller games, the Beckneys, the OSRs, the Castles and Crusades, Dungeon Crawl Classic, Axe, what have you. And yeah, we were saying a few minutes ago, D&D is a Band-Aid, all right? when I play Warhammer Fantasy on Sundays with my brother and them, I always say that we're playing D&D because I just call everything D&D. But we don't play actual D&D. We don't play Wizards of the Coast products.
Right.
And that's, as gamers, that's what we have to do.
Yeah,
Now,
I
you
was
don't get those
saying,
people that. Now, what other great. Okay. Critical Role is a joke, in my opinion. But the best thing that's happening to the hobby, I think, is that he's coming out with his own game system.
right.
Because you got all these guys out there, all these people out there who are Critical Role fanatics, and they're going to be buying his game system
Right.
over Wizards of the Coast.
Yeah, my like I said, I just sent $50 to Palladium for my Christmas present to myself this year.
Yeah. I'm checking out Palladium Fantasy. I'm getting the grab bag this year full of Palladium Fantasy.
Yeah.
First Palladium. Plus, me and Sean got to talk about Recon, and come on, Recon was awesome.
Right.
So yeah, just when you talk to people about gaming, just remember it doesn't have to be Wizards of the Coast. ACK is a great game. Percy, I'm glad you're back. You're funding ACK2. Had a lot of fun playing ACK. Squirrel, we know you are a Harn master.
When I run a fantasy game, I will have some Harn stuff. And hey, Grandma, third-party pros and 5-year compatibles. These are converted games or homebrew. Yeah.
Victor Gorbachev, he writes a lot of stuff for 5e. He's always on Max Law Show. He's always on Legion of Myth, and he is a great game writer. He does a lot of supplements.
The only problem I have if you start to talk about third-party compatible products or homebrew products is I'm afraid that a lot of that stuff is beyond the scope for the normies, right? If we're trying to get someone who's brand new into RPGs, that person's eyes are going to glaze over and they're going to roll back in their head. If I say, yeah, look, okay, buy this book, but then you got to buy this book, and this book's from a different company. I want to ease people into it. So what's your one-stop shop? Where do you tell the new person, a person who might not be online, the average person's not going to want to go to DriveThruRPG to pick something up. They want something that's available.
You tell them to buy Arduin Complete, and they've got everything they need in one book.
Yeah, and I'm hoping that the new Arduin RPG, when it comes out next year, we'll see. Okay, Beck, me and OSC. Well, Beck, again, what's in print and available? You can't say, because the new person's not going to want to go to. I'd say that Palladium. Palladium is way more available than the average. I'd say I'm trying to brainstorm.
Here's a great thing that I found out about the role-playing community, all of us, especially us old school gamers, is 9 times out of 10, we've got multiple copies of the games that we love. Mm-hmm. And we are always willing to throw a basic book at somebody who's really, really, really interested in playing a game. It's like somebody's like, they come to a couple of your games. They're into the game, that they're going to play the game, but they're having a hard time finding the book.
Right.
That we're always willing to throw somebody an old copy. I mean, yeah, it's dog-eared and it might have some writing in it, but it works.
Sure. Might be a photocopy, or pardon me, a print off of a PDF that I printed off on the work computer because they've got a laser jet and unlimited paper. But now I have seen OSE at some game stores. So it's definitely available. I looked at it. I haven't bought it because I'm not so interested in playing fantasy right now. Maybe someday I'll get back into fantasy, but for the time being, I'm mostly doing sci-fi. So that's a whole different animal. Because finding good sci-fi rules is actually harder than finding good fantasy rules. But again, that's a different animal for a different discussion, for a different stream, for a different video on a different day.
It's not gonna be hard to turn people on to different game systems.
I hope not. Now, see, I don't know a whole lot of normies anymore. Pretty much everybody I know is a hardcore gamer. I do have one friend who is a hardcore D&D gamer, believe it or not, and we've talked about it, and he's not going to give up D&D. He just the thing is he's not really a woke guy. He just kind of just ignores it. But I don't think ignoring it is the right answer, because what you condone, you get more of.
For your pleasure, Bo. TCG talked to a nerd's nerd the other day.
Oh yeah.
And asked her to make a futuristic and a modern Hungar the Starvarian figure. So he's talking her into making a Hungar the Starvarian with an AK.
Oh, nice.
Hungar the Starvarian with a plasma. But the thing is, it's just going to be a weapon swap. He's still going to be in his loincloth.
Well, that's I'm Brian from Weird World War II printed me up a Hungar, and I should be getting it in the mail probably next week.
Yeah, Bruce Lombardo.
Hungar painting challenge for
April. Yeah.
For April, yeah. That was my idea.
I know. Bruce Lombardo painted out a larger Hungar figure as a frost giant.
Okay. Make good frost giant. Yeah, we are going to do a Hungar challenge, and we're all going to paint him up as weird and wild as we can. And Grandma says basic fantasy is free. Yes. I'm a big fan. You have to mentor younger generation nephews and nieces, teach them old school. Yeah, Percy. My kids now. My middle boy plays, and he's playing It's either Pathfinder or 5e. I don't know, with his friends, because the kids need to have their own game away from. I mean, I'd love to play an RPG with the kids, but I don't want to be the guy that just hovers over them all the time. They're all like 7th and 8th graders. So eventually, when they get a little older, I'll introduce them to some different gaming. But for the time being, they don't want to be with the old man.
My 18-year-old, she plays D&D, Dungeons and Dragons, but she will not play anything but 3.0, 3.5. Same with her mom. Happy American Thanksgiving to you too, Mr. Max.
Oh, Mr. Max, I don't know if you want to, anybody, again, the link is in the description of the video. I didn't feel like sending it all out via Discord to everybody, because I figured folks are probably busy. I got to go check out my Thanksgiving in a minute, but I wanted to get on this morning. I would have been remiss if I didn't get on and say how thankful I was. Look, I want to, again, this is the time, it's Thanksgiving. Trying to unpack my kitchen. Okay, good for you, Mr. Matt. Hey, I want to let you know that regardless of what happened with the whole Twitter thing, man, you're still welcome on this channel. Welcome on my stream.
Pundit's a bitch.
Let the haters hate. Let the seethers seethe. Let the copers cope. And I'm over here playing games. But I just got back into gaming like 8 months ago, right? Yeah. And so I want to say how thankful I am for the YouTube crew that got me back into gaming. It's guys like Shadow and you and even Max and RPG Grandma that give me the other Max at Legion of Myth, Squirrel Hermit. It kind of make me feel welcome and give me some confidence that I can run a game, play a game, make a video, even if it's just an extemporaneous thing. And I got my whole 99 subscribers. But like I said, if all 99 of you were at my house, it'd be a hell of a party.
If you're having problems, I feel bad for you. You got 99 subscribers and a bitch ain't one.
And a bitch ain't one. I got 99 subscribers and pundit ain't one.
All right. Yeah, I'm saying I want to be thankful for, everybody who tunes into my show, puts up with my bullshit, all the prayers that I get from you guys. It's just amazing, the community. Like I was saying the other day, I don't leave my house because everything that I own is there already. So
Right.
I don't really need to leave. I mean, I come to my parents' house, but I don't go out to clubs. I don't go, I go to the store. I go grocery shopping once a week. So the social interaction I get from you guys and like the support that I've gotten from this community. I've got my own minis. I've got t-shirts. And I wouldn't have it if it wasn't for you guys. It makes me feel like I'm actually, I walk around. I'm like, yeah. I get to my parents' house today and they've got coffee mugs of Hunger the Starvarian. My parents have my Hunger the Starvarian coffee mugs and stickers on their refrigerator.
Yeah, I love it. I love that you have merch. You and Justin, man. couple of weirdos with their own t-shirts.
I couldn't have done this without you guys. And I want to say thanks to all you guys for, all the support and everything. Bo, you're awesome. You're always welcome on my show. You got
the only problem I ever have is that, again, 3 or 4 nights a week, I've got to sleep during the day because I got to sleep sometime.
Yeah, we got to sleep sometime. Shit, I slept all night last night. Slept part of the day today.
You've been in the hospitals to know the night shift nurses are a little bit different.
Night shift nurses are awesome
because they got the dark humor, and that's the night shift at the hospital is the time when like stuff actually gets done. During the daytime is too busy to get stuff done, so the night crew comes in and just cleans house, takes care of all the paperwork, makes sure everybody sleeps all night, gets all that stuff plenty of sleeping when you dirt nap. Yeah, you know what? The problem I'm having with that, Percy, is that if I don't sleep, then I get closer to that dirt nap.
Yeah. There's already one of us in this stream that's too close to that shit.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. You might bury all of us. You're too tough. You are just entirely too tough.
Yeah, today I'm going to be like Hunger the Starvarian. I'm going to have a turkey leg in each hand.
Good for you. Well, since I told you I'm pre-diabetic now. Go figure. I'm 200 pounds, but I'm pre-diabetic. It's stupid. And the doctor told me that I'm 200 pounds, but I got to lose weight. And for a 47-year-old man, I'm a pretty athletic 200 pounds. But whatever. Doc said I got to do it. I got to do it. So I really have to watch my carbs. And watching carbs on Thanksgiving sucks.
I'm not watching carbs today. I'm not watching sugar intake or anything. My dad made key lime pie.
Oh, man.
And then after I eat Thanksgiving over here, and in about 30 minutes,
I'm going
to my brother's house.
Amen. I remember when I was a kid, when I used to come home from college, and you have to go. Same thing with Christmas. You don't just go to your house. You got to go to the neighbor's house. You got to go to your best friend's house. You got to go to your best friend's grandma's house.
One of the guys from my parents' church brought me a present this morning. They brought me a venison backstrap.
Oh, man. You're gonna slice those medallions kind of thickish and cook them medium rare.
Oh yeah, and bacon fat.
Nah, yeah, because it can be lean. Hey, Squirrel, God bless you for being on the road today, man. I mean, anybody that's got to be working today gets extra blessings. So have your steak and rice at the hotel. Charles says that the eldest daughter's cooking a turkey first attempt at a ham. Turkey is unforgiving, I recommend cooking it upside down for the first hour so that all the juice runs into the breast, and then flip it back right side up at the end just to crisp it.
My mom's got a big roaster. I was going to get a turkey and cook it at my house this year, but my parents were like, "Come up to Kentucky for Thanksgiving." I was like, "Okay, it's an hour and a half." Might as
Right.
well.
And Percy says you lost 42 pounds this year. Congrats, brother. 42 pounds is awesome. And I'm glad that you get a cheat day. You take your cheat day. Sorry, Hungar, you were saying that you're going to your mom's house and it's awesome. I didn't mean to interrupt.
I went to my mom's. She's got this big turkey roaster that she busted out today. This morning, she was up at like 5 o'clock this morning cooking.
Yeah.
My dad's been making pies for the last couple of days. And I called him Monday during the live stream. I was like, "Hey, Pop, you got vanilla ice cream at the house, right?" He's like, "No, I ain't got none." I was like, "Well, you need to get to the store to get some vanilla ice cream because we're having pie on Thursday."
That's
and of
right.
course, he went to the store and got vanilla ice cream. I don't like to say that I'm spoiled, but I'm spoiled.
But you're spoiled. Yeah.
Talked to my brother for an hour or so. So yeah, it's it's gonna be a good weekend.
Yeah. I'm working I got Saturday off, but I'll just be sleeping on Saturday. Even had to cancel the Friday game because of the because I got to work on the Black Friday. It's fine.
It's fine. Charles, your daughter would do great at the turkey.
Yeah, I did a bunch. Grandma said she did a bunch of cooking. I said, "Grandma, I've seen your cooking videos before, and I don't want to say that I'm envious because God said not to envy, but I want to say that I'm very well pleased when I watch your pork chorizo. I'm very well pleased with your videos whenever I watch your cooking videos, Grandma. I do like a bit of chorizo in anything, a bit of pork sausage.
That's what I was gonna say. Chorizo's good with everything.
I like it with eggs, but the problem is a lot of the chorizo up here in my town is too lean. It doesn't have enough fat in it, which stinks.
Yeah, I used to eat a lot of chorizo in Laredo in Texas.
Right. Right. I used to eat a lot when I was down in Arizona. I used to fry a pound of it and then cook it with scrambled eggs.
Some queso fresco, some green salsa.
Yes.
Mr. Mac, he's got the black up.
Yeah.
He's got the curtain up.
Yeah, but now like there's too much. Like as the window just across there, there's too much. Like I don't have a curtain.
Yeah,
yet, so
yesterday we got to see his actual walls.
Yeah,
it was weird.
I got my that darn cat is going to come. We're going to finish this whole room in the basement because this is all bare sheetrock and bare stud still. The other half of the basement where the family goes is finished, but where I got my my hobby stuff set up is still basically a bare storeroom. But we're going to finish it pretty quick. Percy is only farm raised local fresh turkey now. I'm in the Salt Lake Valley in Utah. And there are a lot of turkey farms down in central Utah, down Manti Way, and typically the first week right after Halloween is usually when I order my turkey. I say, look, I want to get a 12-pound turkey. I want to pick it up 2 days before Thanksgiving, and then I usually brine it in apple cider and sea salt for 12 hours, so that all that salt water gets into the bird, makes it nice and juicy, and then I roast it upside down for the first hour and a half, and then right side back up just to brown the skin.
Yeah, that skin's got to get crispy.
Yeah, that skin's got to get crispy. My favorite, Max is ironic on the pre-diabetes.
I've been in the chat for a while.
Yeah. No, I never like cook anything in turkey and stuff like that. You know, I live alone, so what would I do with a whole fucking damn turkey?
Invite all your neighbors over.
Well, I used to not have neighbor. It's new now. Like I used to live in the wood, right? Now it's just new that and ironically when I would live in the wood, it was a lot of like wild turkey on the land.
Big old boy. I'll bet you could put away the bird. You got to get that protein to get that weight pile.
I probably could. That's I probably could. Maybe in the few sitting, but yeah.
Yeah. No, I do a lot. I do quite a lot of exercise. But what I've done is I've added a lot more low impact cardio to my workouts. Mostly I do body weight exercises and Brazilian jiu-jitsu. And that's pretty much what I do on the exercise. I do that like 4 days a week, but I've added a lot of like walking stairs just to lower my blood sugar.
Man, there's this new place I'm in. There's like it's on 2 floors, right? And I must have been like going up and down the stair like 50 times a day since I'm here.
Meg's working the Stairmaster.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Well.
So we were talking about we've kind of jumped around. Talking about what we're thankful for this year. We've talked about the latest scandal from Wizards of the Coast, and basically how we just want nothing to do with them anyway, and where we're spending our money. And Hungar and I each have participated in Palladium Books has a $50 grab bag deal for Christmas.
Yeah.
They pick at least $100 worth of their books for a $50 fee. The thing is, you don't get to choose. You do get to choose genre, and if you make some requests like, "Hey, I want all Palladium Fantasy," or "Hey, I want all Rifts," or "Hey, I want all whatever other product line," and I was willing to throw them $50 just out of protest because Kevin and the guys over there are so pro freedom. Basically.
Yeah.
And Sean's just a base dude.
Sean's a base dude.
Yeah. Seems like a cool guy. I wanted to order like the Palladium Fantasy book because I never had anything from Palladium here, right?
Sure. Neither have I.
Where I grew up, like in north of Quebec, right? The Palladium books didn't make it over there, right? And now like I went on the website to order like Palladium Fantasy, $40 for the hardcover. That's good, I'm willing to pay that. I go to checkout, fucking $60 for shipping, and that's US. Not have to convert in Canadian, right?
They don't have a Canadian distributor.
No.
It's unfortunate. It's almost like a shadow tariff between the United States and Canada. Like I've tried to order things from Canada, like on eBay.
Yeah.
And every time there's a Canadian seller, the shipping from Canada is also so prohibitively expensive.
Yeah. And
that I can't do it. We need to commonize our our post offices because
and that's the thing too. Canada. That's the thing too. Even like if you ship the book, there's a chance that you have duty fee that's gonna added to it, like a 12% duty fee, because like importing books in Canada is 12% tax.
Yeah, it's cheaper to ship things to Alaska than it is to ship things to Canada.
Yeah, go figure, right? Yeah. But yeah, this place is fucking retarded.
You're welcome to emigrate if you'd like to come to, I know nobody wants to be in America right now, but I would welcome a man like you as my neighbor.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd fit in well in Kentucky here, Max.
Yeah.
You'd be our French hillbilly neighbor.
Yeah, I would, talking about Kentucky and talking about turkey, I need to go to the liquor store to get some wild turkey later on.
Nice.
Yeah, it's just fucking annoying. And now I used to live like nearby the border, and I would order stuff in the U.S. and a place there, and then like just crossing the border. But at some point I got caught, so I couldn't do it anymore. And now I live far away anyway. So. Yeah. Shipping. So that's something I'm not thankful for. What I'm thankful for this year, I'm thankful. Like I started my channel this year in January, so I'm thankful for the growth that I had and people that came and listened to me. And even though with this controversy, during those last 2 weeks, my subscriber count have been like up and down. It was a roller coaster. Is that me doing the noise? There's a buzzing noise, electric noise. Is it me?
Oh, yeah, I understand. Grandma. That's the great thing about living in America. You stay in the U.S. long enough, and eventually you've
The
got
buzzing noise is coming from my end, guys.
Yeah.
There's stand mixers and stuff being used in the kitchen.
Right.
But
Yeah, Max, you've had a lot of really good growth this year. Then.
Yep. Yeah, but I started, I was always like pretty active in the Legend of Myth community, commenting a lot and stuff like that. So there's a lot of people like when I started my channel that was curious, like they saw my comments a lot and they jumped in right away. But yeah, I did work too, like I put the content out and
sure.
I tried.
Yeah, you did do the work. I didn't do no work.
Yeah, but your channel grew up fast, Angar. But just because you're such a likable guy.
It grew up and then it stagnated.
Hmm?
I'm kind of stagnating right now.
Well, it's at some point you find your people, and then like you have to break up. Like, and now that's like that's what I'm trying to do now. Like trying to break out of the little like echo chamber at some point. I'd like to reach people because I'm promoting something. I'm promoting a specific type of engagement in the hobby, right? A specific type of play, and I'd like to break up of the echo chamber, like talking to the converted, talking to people who agree with you. It's fine. It's nice. We can all like pat each other on the back. But at some point, like what I'm trying to reach people that maybe find they're not getting quite as much as the hobby as they think they might. Maybe they're looking for something different. Maybe they're unsatisfied with the advice they hear. A lot of people give bad advice out there.
I'm at the point where if I never get another sub, I'm happy.
Yeah.
I get people who show up to my show 3 times a week,
right,
and enjoy what I put out there. And like I said, I'm not doing this for money. I'm just doing this for fun, to talk to people, interaction, and I'm so thankful for all the stuff. I got so many blessings in my life, man, that I'm just go with the flow.
I feel really similar. Like I got into the YouTube thing mostly because of just to find gamers, right? To find and to learn a little bit more about games and miniatures and model kits. And you find your tribe, right? You find, like I said, you find your people, and then after that, I'm not interested in doing a lot of channel promotion. I'll make a short every once in a while, and shorts get views, but I don't know if they necessarily get subscribers.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a fan of. Well, apparently there's a thing if you want to do with shorts, right? You want to
not put them out to your audience, is what Justin was saying.
What?
Yeah, I don't know how to do that yet, but I'm gonna figure it out.
Yeah,
when you do your short, you go in and there's
there's a checkbox that you need to uncheck.
Button.
Yeah. You say don't broadcast that to my audience. You uncheck it. So then, because like a lot of people, like a lot of the audience, they already subscribed to you, right? And a lot of them are gonna see the short pop and like people like me, I don't watch short, right?
Right.
So I'm gonna see the short from somebody. I'm not gonna click on it because I find short annoying, right? And but if you uncheck the box promote to your audience, and like now, like I got served the short, I didn't click on it. YouTube say, oh, this content is not very interesting, I'm gonna start promoting it. If you uncheck the box, push to your audience, promote to your audience, now it's only going to be promoted to people that are actually watching short at the moment, right? So you're going to get much more engagement, you're going to have much more people watching it, and then you might get new subscriber that way.
Right. Percy says that I got to get quality and volume videos. Well, I would like to learn more. Hopefully this year I'll get a better camera and then maybe a better microphone, and we'll see what happens. I really don't have a lot of money for that now because YouTube is not my hobby. Gaming is my hobby.
Yeah.
I'm going to continue to just do goofy ass live videos.
I would say like go microphone first, because like audio is what matter. You have to have a good audio. Yeah.
But guys, I'm going to bounce from the channel because we're getting ready to eat.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, I can hear them setting the plates and stuff in the kitchen.
So you're like at Thanksgiving brunch?
Yeah, and then at 2:00 I go over to my brother's, and then when I come back here, one of my
Let's see.
brothers,
Some folks in the States eat Thanksgiving around noon,
and,
or
and we just eat all day. We start at around noon and just go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be like Doc Holliday from Tombstone, sitting at the table like I ain't even begun to define myself.
bring me the bucket.
Yeah.
Bring me the bucket. But guys, happy Thanksgiving.
All right. Happy Thanksgiving
Happy
to you.
Thanksgiving,
Peace,
Uncle.
love, and chicken grease. I will be seeing you guys all tomorrow. I will be streaming.
No, well, I'll be asleep, but
You
I'll be
sleep
with you
though.
in spirit.
The
I'll be
only
with you.
reason I hopped on is because it was you, and I haven't seen you in a while.
And I appreciate that. Like I said, my Person Max channel is going to be on Rumble. Content's needed over there. I'm thinking about checking it out, but I get so little engagement here. I don't know if I could get any more over there.
But you guys be good.
Yeah, I might have a good one, Ungar.
I'll be good. You be careful.
Yeah. I might go back to check Rumble at some point because like I was kind of like snubbing them because they're banned some people I like, and I hate people that are what no. That's what they promoted themselves as, with a free speech platform, but there's still like some topic that are off a limit, right? And some people like I got banned from there, and I hate. No, YouTube don't pretend to be free speech. Like they tell you, we're gonna fucking ban you if you say something too spicy, right? But I hate those platforms like a fake free speech like platform, right? That oh no, we can say anything, but then you touch the touchy subject. But apparently those people got unbanned now. So maybe I'll give Rumble a second look. Yeah.
Well, I know a lot of creators, smaller creators here, are putting their videos up on Rumble as an archive in case YouTube ever decided to deplatform them or cut down on their content or anything. At least they'll have material available in all their videos saved, because I don't save my videos on my own. I don't save them on my computer. I mean, I delete them. And if something were to happen, I don't really care because I'm not saving this for posterity. I'm just here to talk about hobby, things peripheral to the hobby, gaming, modeling. It is a shame that the politics again has crept in to our hobby, and it's got to the point where if you don't acknowledge the politics on one way or the other, then you run a risk of alienating, one side or the other. And I just, like I said, I just want to play game. I'll play games with anyone that will play games with me. But if it becomes a political issue, if they don't acknowledge me because I don't use, I don't know, safety tools or gender neutral pronouns or combat wheelchairs, then like I'm the biggest. I am very pro freedom until someone becomes a bigot to me. Then I'll become a bigot back.
Yeah, but that's fair game, just like we have like at some point you have to toughen up, we have to deal with each other like adults, and you can like we can dislike somebody and you can be a jerk to somebody, right? Just like there's some being a jerk to you. We don't have to be all nice and pretend. Oh, you're so close to 100, Bo. I just noticed that.
Yeah,
that's a big milestone.
I said I did a video this week with Rick from 20mm RPG. He did a live reaction to one of my videos, and it didn't get me any subscribers. There was a war gamer named Mini Warmut. He did a video on one of my video to me, and he gave me like 10 or 15 subscribers.
Oh, really?
So just never know how things go.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. All we can do, like you said, is just put content out. Percy says you won't play with commies. Well, I don't play with commies either, but if someone played at my table and I did not know they were a commie. But the thing is, I think commies are like vegans. Eventually, they're going to start talking about it.
Yeah, exactly. But I agree with Percy Black. Like Percy Block. Sorry, I have like the same policy as well. Like I don't like do social thing with people that giving the chance to send me to a gulag or to a prison or whatever. Right? I mean, just like I'm not gonna be social to you if the only reason like you're not sending me to a camp somewhere or whatever or jail is because you don't have the power to do so. That's not good enough reason for me. You know.
Grandma says the social politics are a total drag and a joy kill. Yeah, this all of this social, especially the socialism
Yeah.
that you know, and among members of the RPG. I hate to use the word community, but the game, the people that play games, and typically they play 5e and 5e variants, and they're the guys that like like Evil Hat Games and all that. They're like a wet fart. They just they kill all the joy, and they just make you feel uncomfortable.
Yeah. No, and it's not only like around the table, like when we do the chit chat and stuff like that. Because it's seeping into the game per se as well. Because now, like every fucking adventure is gonna be tainted by that. You know, like it's always like those story about how you try to set up a campaign and stuff like that, and now like you have those players that just ask, oh, how's the gay right in that setting and stuff like that. And it's, well, it's fucking medieval setting. There's no such thing, right? And then they want to go on a campaign and say, I don't want to fucking run that game, man. You go fuck yourself, you know?
No, I said I want to have players like that in a game like a Warhammer 40K role playing game, so that when the player says something like that, the commissar will just come and shoot them in the head, and then that's it. You're not in the game anymore or in a medieval game where they say that the Inquisitor comes and burns their character at the stake for heresy.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty good. Mad. It's vegan that are annoying. Vegetarian can be alright, but vegan, it's like you go to the next step, you pass the and now.
Yeah. Charles said that Mini Warmut's having a paint challenge in January. Yeah, I like his paint challenges. He's going to do another clear the table challenge, so maybe in January. Also, if you're a painter, Brian from Weird World War II is doing a vehicle challenge. RPG said, Grandma says, I've never been anti-hunting. I'm anti-hunting or fishing. My duet had nothing to do with ideology.
My diet has nothing to do with ideology.
The diet has nothing to do with I like vegetarian dishes. I've had quite vegetarian dishes that I liked, but I don't think I could make a political statement. That's the thing. You're making a political statement out of it. You're saying I don't eat animals because it's unethical to eat animals.
Well, it's also like the vegans, like like there was like this dinner, right? A big group of people getting together, and there was like vegan people there, and they like beforehand they ask, oh, is there like any like dietary restriction? And so they say we're vegan. So they made like a vegan meal, but there was like a Onidigen mustard, right? That was on the side that you could add to your own plate, but it wasn't put in the where people were served. And the vegan threw a fit because there was honey in it, and said, just don't eat it. It's not serving your plate. It's a capote. You can take a la sauce. You can take and add to your meal if you want. If you don't want, don't eat it. But like they were so upset because like, oh, that exploit the bees. Say, well,
yeah. Well, they hate not only mountains but mountain climbers.
Who? Vegan?
You know, that's just an example. You know, a mole, a gopher. A gopher hates mountains and mountaineering.
Yeah.
A vegan hates. They hate what they hate, but they also hate anyone that associates with the things that they hate.
Yeah, exactly. But those bees. We build habitat for them, right? And they come live in the hive that we built for them, and then in exchange we get some. It's like rent. If they were not happy, they could just fuck off and build their own hive somewhere else, and then it'd be harder for us to get their honey. But no, like
there are beekeepers that are unethical. They don't give the bees enough honey to live on over the winter, and they give the bees sugar water instead, and sugar water is not as nutritious for the bees as honey.
Yeah.
But there is ethically sourced honey.
Yeah. But also, if you like bees are, you need to treat them well, otherwise they're gonna die.
Yeah, and I mean I have known beekeepers here in the Salt Lake Valley that are very ethical, and they do move their hives to give them different sources of pollen and nectar, and they're again very ethical. And I support them when they're like the local markets.
Yeah.
But to say that that it's insulting to me because you have honey on your table. Oh
Yeah.
man, get out of here. Miss Max from Legion of Myth says, "Good morning and happy Thanksgiving to you too." We're just having a quick one. We'll probably be off pretty soon, but I wanted to duck in and let everyone know how thankful I am this season for the supporters that I have, and for guys like Mr. Max, Hunger I was on earlier, RPG Grandma, Legion of Myth. You guys have all been so great to support smaller channels. I used to keep bees in Florida, always left some for the bees, and you should, because if you mistreat the bees, they die. The colony collapse is a very real problem in a lot of the West, and it's a multifactorial causes.
Mm-hmm.
Among them, again, probably the mistreatment of the bees.
Yeah, I don't know. I had a buddy here that used to have bees, but at some point he ran into some trouble and he lost them. But he didn't lose them like that they died. They like his hive broke and they went to make he lost the queens. They went away, something like that.
Right.
So they became like wild bees. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they do, because the honeybees they'll set up they'll build a hive in the eaves under your house or something.
Yeah. So it's good to have like people that new people like coming out and putting their voice out there as well, especially like since we see so much of the content, it's all about like there's so much people like going out there and saying the same platitude over and over again. So seeing new face, hearing new voice, and having people that are just not like catering to the crowd as well. Like sometimes I think about that. I could probably like more subscriber if I was going for that. Stay away from controversial topic. Talk about 5e. Say the right thing. Say all the. But I'm not interested in that, right? That's not what I want to do. So
how would you bring new viewers to your channel? New topics? Are you talking about things that nobody else is talking about? Are you interested in?
I don't know how to do it, to be honest. Like I'm trying. I had a talk with the people from Black Lodge Game, because like them and I like we kind of promote a similar type of engagement with the hobby, right? We have like those specific views, and it's hard to I listen to their content. They might listen to mine. I don't know, but I think they do. But it's hard to like I'm not learning much when I listen to them, and they're not learning much when I listen to me, right? Just like so. I guess one thing I do sometimes when I go to other channel, that's part of it, right? Sometimes you can get like part of that audience and say, oh yeah, I like what this guy has to say. But other than that, sometimes you have to maybe trust the algorithm. I don't know. I don't want to do the short either. I find like I hate shorts. I don't know how to do them. But
I know what you actually play. Yeah, personally, we're trying to promote games that are not. The problem I have with these games, with the problem I have with the OSR, and I love all the guys in the OSR. Everyone I've ever, with maybe the exception of Pundit, because the guy's an asshole. But I love the OSR guys. The problem I'm having is that it's still D&D.
Yeah.
Pathfinder is just D&D 3.5 with the serial numbers filed off. OSC is just BECMI with the serial numbers filed off.
Mm-hmm.
So what we need to do is we need to promote new games. We need to promote new games. Hopefully, I like games where the characters have skills that are not just combat.
Yeah.
I'd like to play a game where if the character says, I want to build a bridge, and he has the skill in engineering, so he has the ability to build a bridge. Most of the games based on the first generation RPG engines don't have that. It's baked in. They're war games with some other stuff bolted on.
Yep.
So I'm hoping that this next year brings something new. Watch more Legion of Myth. We cover Palladium Free League, Tri-Stat. Dude, Max, I know. I'm a member of your channel, duder. I give you money every month to keep doing what you're doing. And I love what you're doing. It's just, if it wasn't over, the chill stream on Friday is some of the best stuff. Although sometimes it's a little bit too saucy and I can't have it on when my kids are around because you guys get a little bit blue. But
that's me. I'm sorry.
But and that's also over the top of my Friday night game. I mean, I play a game almost every Friday night, and I've got a good group right now, and I'm not willing to sacrifice that to participate in a live stream because to me, YouTube supports gaming.
Yeah.
And I want to play, and I'm hoping. I know, Max, you said that you hadn't played a game in a long time. I'm hoping that you get actually back into gaming soon.
Well, he played a bit with James Alcove, I guess, and he destroyed that game. And then, I think also like he's supposed to have his Rift game coming back soon, so that's good as well.
Yeah, that's what I want to play. I want to play Rifts this year. I said I did order the Christmas bundle from Palladium.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to open it until Christmas because that's my Christmas. Since it's a bundle, I don't know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I'll open it on Christmas, and then I can actually have at least one surprise.
Yeah. I want to play more game too in 2024. That's a part of my objective. I already have some lining up. Now, like this game of Castle and Crusade I was playing with Rick from 28mm RPG. It's gonna be on hold until like the end of the day because of life.
Because of his job
on this time, exactly. But we had a fun session last night. Like, it was a good one. Although I was like, to be honest, I was a bit out of it because I was so tired with the move and stuff like that. But I like where it's going. And then I might join. You need to be confirmed a game of Within the Ring of Fire, something like that. And I never played that game, so I'm quite excited about it. It's from Woodward. The guy got a YouTube channel named Woodward. But I don't know. I wanted to try more game, and I might run some on my channel as well. We're talking about that with Crispy at some point. I might.
Oh yeah, I like Crispy.
Yeah, do a few tree shot. Yeah, Crispy's a great guy.
Yeah.
Very nice. Great role player as well.
Right. Yeah. Okay, so we've been on for about an hour.
Yep.
I'm gonna sign off and go check on my food, and I probably go back to bed because I said I've got to be at work in like 7 hours.
Oh really? Oh wow.
Yeah. So I'll be at work tonight and tomorrow and Sunday and Monday. So I will be almost completely incommunicado because when I work 12-hour shifts, all you do is work and sleep.
Yeah.
I get up, I eat, I go to work, I come home, I eat, I go to bed. But that's how hospitals work in the U.S. The hospitals run on 12-hour shifts.
Yeah.
And,
I don't know why you do that. But do you get your week in 3 days?
Yeah, unless you work an extra shift. I don't know. I'm going to start a job pretty soon where they have 40-hour weeks. So I'll have to work 1 8-hour shift extra every second week to make up the extra 10% of the time. It's fine.
Yeah.
But it's good because I usually have a lot of time after things slow down to read. I usually get like an hour of reading or watch a movie or something while I'm writing my reports. I write a lot of reports. It's what nurses do. It's fine.
Yeah. Well, my mother was a nurse, so I know what it is.
God love her.
Yeah.
God bless the nurses, especially the ones that work all the weekends and all the holidays, just to keep things going. Medical field stuck in the dark age as far as work hours go. I don't like. The thing is that they've got to be open 24 hours a day. And I wouldn't want to work. The graveyard would be from 11 to 7. I don't think I'd want to work 11 to 7 5 nights a week.
It depends also what department you work. Like mother would work in intensive care most of her. At some point she became like a college professor, like she's teaching nursing. But when she was like still a nurse, like she was working intensive care. And in at night, you get like car crash and like drunk people and shit like that. So you do get a lot of action. But if you do like more on the floor, like people sleep. People are a long-term care.
Try to make them sleep. Even in the ICU, they try to make them sleep overnight. I mean, if they got people coming like out of surgery, you're right, because like you said, surgery. If someone goes into the emergency department from a car accident, and they go straight to surgery, and then after surgery straight to the ICU, then everyone's going to be busy. The ER is going to be busy. The operating room is going to be busy, and then the intensive care is going to be busy. But when I worked in the ICU for a while, and they move patients even out at like 10 o'clock at night, they'll say, okay, we're going to move you to a medical floor because we have to have this ICU bed right now, and you're stable enough to move. So yeah, and it's pretty much steady. Like you said, it's constant day and night. And I don't want to do that anymore. I'd rather be bored at work for a while.
Yeah. That like she used to love like those AVKs and stuff like that. Like she wasn't someone that wanted to get bored. Also, I think she loves to see blood.
Yeah, no, I'm done. I'm done with that. I'll be bored.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go back to I'll let you go sleep, and I'm gonna go back to unpacking my stuff. Just took a little break there.
Yeah. So I'll like I said, if everybody give Mr. Max a like and a subscribe, because he's good people, and this whole Twitter crap with Pundit is garbage. Just garbage.
Pundit is gonna do what Pundit does, right? He cannot help himself.
Yeah, he's in it for the attention too. He can't say otherwise. He wants the attention.
Yeah, and it's almost like he needs it, right? He's just like a fucking narcissist, whatever.
Well, there's definitely some ego, and he definitely, he's a smart guy, but I don't think he's as smart as he thinks he is.
No, but almost nobody is. That's my working
books, and I really
myself.
Yeah. I said I've read a couple of his books, and I enjoyed his books, but and that's the thing. This is how he promotes his books. He doesn't have WotC, basically tried to deplatform him, so he feels like he has to do the same to other people.
Yeah, well, it used to be like, that I always say, like he had like a stream called Inappropriate Character about like the most canceled people in the RPG hobby, but now like he's the one trying to do the canceling. So go figure.
Because he has some power.
Yeah, and
intelligence without wisdom is a no. That's awesome.
Yeah. Well, he's enlightened. He met God. Have you heard?
God.
Well, yeah. That's you're not aware of all this this content, eh?
Yeah, I know he's sort of a cultist.
Yeah.
And I know that he incorporates some Christian, almost some Christian ideologies, but he perverts them.
Yeah. Well, he's definitely not a Christian, but anyway.
No, he didn't say he was a Christian, but he believes in angels. But that's not enough.
Yeah. Anyway, enough talk about this guy, man. He's just like that's what he wanted at the end of the day. But yeah, whatever. Like I said,
you missed it, man. Because like I said, I got to go check on my food now too.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mini Warma. Mini Warma's got a great channel if you like tabletop gaming, miniatures, miniature painting, all things. He's the one that had the Clear Your Table challenge a couple months ago. We painted just everything that was on our table, and I'm ready to do it again because this whole half of my table is just full of unpainted model kits, and it's disgusting. It's an absolute mess, and I've got sprues and bits all over the place over here. So yeah, have a happy Thanksgiving to all of my American friends, and if you're not an American friend, happy Thanksgiving to you too.
Thanks, Charles.
God bless you for this year. and I'll see you on probably Tuesday.
Yeah, and I might stream later on tonight. There's not gonna be a Dice and Design tonight because it's Thanksgiving and Tyler's gonna be busy. But I might do just a hangout stream. So
Sure.
if people are free, drop by.
If you're awake when you're digesting all that carbohydrate and all that turkey, if you're out of your food coma, stop by and see Max.
I might do it late though. I might do it after the Black Lodge game stream. If they stream, I don't know if they will. If they don't, I might take their spot. But otherwise, I'll see. Just stay tuned. Take care, guys.
Bye-bye.